then he like took me to Indiana and we like almost got stuck on this commune. It was really creepy. And then he like cheated on me with some girl on the TV, allegedly. So actually, that's kind of why we broke up.
The story you are about to hear is true. Only the names have been changed.
Cheers! Hi, everyone. Good morning. It is Wednesday, but do not let that fool you. I will still have plenty of content for you. I was so tired after that bake-a-thon. And guess what? That is actually now my career life moving forward because I am fully booked for a lot of dates. Yes, I do have Storm here. That's correct. We have Storm. And today, my mom is coming to hang out with him. Oh, the last 2 days. Yes, yeah, they're going to go to the library for reading time. The last 2 days, I just spent some more quality time with Storm. We finally went grocery shopping last night. I wanted to do a haul, but it was just not doable. Today, I'm doing some prep baking work. I have a very large cookie and cake order this upcoming weekend. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the cookie dough and make the frosting because those things all freeze very well. And then as the end of the week rolls around, we'll start decorating everything. These cookies are going to be probably one of my most complex batches, so I'll definitely film some time lapses of that. Overall, I wanted to do an update. I started my new anxiety medication last night at bedtime. Oh. And I think it was good. I feel as though I didn't take as long to fall asleep, which is really nice. Feels like there's a pimple inside of my nose. It's like really sensitive for some reason. Don't know why. Anyway, the weather is amazing. Happy May, by the way. Oh my God, it's May 1st. Happy May. Okay, so once my mom gets here, I'm kind of going to do a slow start. I need to shower, get ready, and then I have this request for a pretty complex half and half cake that's like half Melanie Martinez, half Chucky, like the doll, the murderous doll. And I need to go to the place that does the edible image printing. And I told the woman I wanted to go get it approved by them before taking her deposit. I don't want to take her money, you know? So we're going to go do that today. And I mean, it's a vlog. So you guys are going to come around with me while we do that. I don't really know why I explain things if we just end up doing it. I don't want to waste any of your time. Also, I'm going to try to keep uploading on Mondays because the Tuesday upload flopped. For whatever reason, that did not go well. So I'm going to try promoting it again on Instagram right now, and let's hope for the best. All right, let's get going, everyone. Bye-bye. Well, everyone, we meet again. We, as in my luteal face, as well as the giant fucking mess that my apartment is, meet again as in I'm unwillingly in it. Because it's the circle of life. And I have a 3-year-old and it's just what I deal with. He's going to be 3 soon, guys. So right now it's 10 p.m. I just got him down. I technically do not have baking work to do tonight. I finished my admin work, which means I finished my April self-employment ledger. And guys, my income was finally like good last month. So that's exciting. Thank you guys so much for supporting my small business. If you want to place an order, please go ahead and do that right now. The Tuesday upload kind of flopped, so I'm going to attempt to continue Mondays, but I'm going to leave it with the announcement that I'm going to be uploading Tuesdays. If it's on Mondays, that's going to be a nice little surprise. I find that most people's schedules are a bit clearer on Mondays. As the week gets going, people kind of get like more into their routine and they don't watch my shit. And I want you guys to watch my shit because it's fun. That being said, it's a fucking mess. I have a prenatal appointment with a doula client of mine this upcoming weekend, as well as a huge fucking order and then 2 smaller orders. So I have a very chaotic next few days. So I'm going to start cleaning up the apartment, see what I can get done. I'm just going to film a cute little time lapse and I'm going to watch Baby Reindeer. That's what I've been watching since last night. It's kind of fun, kind of a vibe. Okay, I'm in the middle of editing that clip right now. Baby Reindeer, like the story, let me just be clear. That is not fun and not a vibe that a man was being stalked and that he was sexually assaulted. I was partially dissociating in that clip and I was talking about me having me time and drinking some wine. That is fun and a vibe, not stalking and assault. Thank you. I'm going to pour myself a little glass of Moscato and let's get to it, baby. this is the current state. It's absolutely awful and disgusting. So let's fix it. But first, wine. Oh my God. Oh. Doctor's orders, literally. If you saw my story 2 weeks ago, you'd know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh. My titties are sweating. Okay, where are we gonna start? Hang on, reevaluate.
That's when I see you, when my memories fade. Yeah, my memories fade away. When I'm near you, when I'm taking you home, and you're calling out my name. That's when I see you, when my memories fade. Yeah, my memories fade away.
Oh my God, it feels so much better in here. Are you kidding? Slay, 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 slay. You got it. Nice. Good job. Now can you put it on the plate? Got it, you got it. Yeah. Oh, feel like God let go. Yay! Good job. What's after 3?
6.
When I'm near you, when I'm taking you home, and you're calling out my name. That's when I see you, when my memories fade. Yeah, my memories fade away.
Yes, I'm in yesterday's shirt, last night's pajama pants. It's like 7:30. He decided to wake up early today, which is fine. It is what it is. Good morning so far. We played with Legos, played with Play-Doh, and he helped me make breakfast. So I have to work till tonight. So we're gonna have a fun day. I feel like I haven't had like a chill, fun day with Storm besides like the beginning of this week, but like I felt like I was mentally recovering from a chaotic time, which I was, but I haven't had just like a fun free day in a while, so this is gonna be nice. I'm gonna make myself an egg. I'm making myself a hash brown too. Oh, okay. You won't eat it. I'm gonna cut up some passion fruit. Also, yes, ignore the hair. Thanks. Yeah, I had a super weird dream about like having an allergic reaction and like my gums were like swelling out. And then someone was also like making fun of my appearance, which was like so not live, laugh, love of them. The fuck. Perfect passion fruit. Actually, you know what? It's probably not a perfect passion fruit. Passion fruit kind of confuses me, but I really like it. I just love its unique flavor. Like it's my favorite on like any sweet little treat. They're a little bit expensive. Like I thought they were inexpensive, but like for what's in them, it's only $1. I mean, it's $1 for one fruit. There's not like a ton. It looks weird. It's like all these little seeds and stuff. It looks weird, but it's so good. I'm gonna put the strawberries on top. Strawberry syrup is really easy. You can like literally cook down any fruit or berry
add a little bit of lemon juice, and like you don't even have to sweeten it. You can use honey if you want, or sugar, or whatever. Look, let's try this. Try it out. I really hope I can continue to find passion fruit at the grocery store. I discovered it last year that I like it and that I'm able to eat it because I have a pineapple allergy. When it comes to more exotic fruits, it kind of freaks me out, like eating them, because I don't want to have a reaction. I've tried passion fruit now, papaya, guava, drinks, everything like that, and I've been totally fine. So I'm definitely feeling more adventurous. Out of your pants, dude. Take your hands out of your pants. Oh my goodness gracious. I just overcooked it somehow. I think it was too hot. Let's like try this. What, baby? I love you too. This looks weird. Let's try that again. Oh, coffee. Caramel pistachio iced latte. What? I was making a caramel pistachio latte. Dude, nothing. Okay, it's gonna be okay, I promise. Made it to the airplane park. Big steps. Nice job. Here he goes. Woo!
Where my memories fade. Yeah, my memories fade away.
Yum, 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 yum.
Well, well, well. I do have to say, I'm a little salty because I purchased lemons like 2 or 3 days ago and woke up this morning and they were all covered in mold. That makes me unhappy. I do not like that. Good morning vlog. It is Friday. And my son's dad had him last night because, as you guys know, my orders have just been off the charts, which is just so fucking amazing. But it's just becoming impossible to give my son the attention he needs, film content, work. I also have doula clients now who are due in the summertime. So, like, it's becoming a lot. Storm starts daycare hopefully in the beginning of June. I'm now still having issues with my county, like have not fucking heard from them, even though the daycare has approved it. But anyways, he'll be here any minute. I'm eating some papaya. My period starts really soon. As you guys know, my energy level gets so much lower before my period. My energy gets so low. I gain like 10 pounds. I get ugly as fuck. If there's like anything bothering me, like an external stressor, or like I'm in a fight with someone or something like that, I literally want to like kill myself when I'm on my period, or like right before it. I don't think I have PMDD, but like my emotions get all over the place right before my period. I'm thankful that this month, as of right now, everything's like smooth and kind of okay. So the effects I'm more so feeling are just like lack of energy. But I am a little bit bummed because I started taking gabapentin at night to kind of like take the edge off of my anxiety once I lay down to sleep, because a few things happen when I lay down, shut off all screens, and try to sleep. Like my mind takes over and I start ruminating on thoughts, and then I become aware that I have like organs in my body and I can hear my heartbeat, and it makes me really uneasy and uncomfortable, and I lay there for a long time unable to sleep because I'm like stressed and anxious. By the way, my cortisol is not elevated, which is good. I think that calmed my anxiety down too, because it's not like physically affecting my body too much. Anyway, I think it's making me kind of groggy throughout the day, which, like, in a way, I think it's good. I think my anxiety has been lower because I run on such a high frequency. But I kind of like that because that is how I stay so productive. That's how I film so much content. That's how I bust out a million fucking cookies. Like, I don't want to be dulled down. This is my fucking issue with medication. Like, I will try it. I will try anything and see if I can manage it. So I'm not going to give up. I'll give this a good, like, several weeks. I'm supposed to start taking it in the mornings though, and I'm gonna have to wait for a morning that like I don't work and don't have storm. You know what? I guess I'm gonna have to have storm because I don't have a morning I don't work and don't have storm for like months. I love fruit. Today is another fun little day with the bub, and I won't have to bake till this evening. I'm super, super excited for this cookie order. Oh shit, I just spilled papaya. Who's here? Hey!
Get your donuts.
Good morning.
Get your milk.
You have donuts for breakfast, you wild boy.
Get your thing.
And we just got sunscreen.
Oh, that's really good.
Do you have sunscreen?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Never mind.
Hey, Lovey, I need you to take your shoes off at the door, please. Thanks.
I need to watch.
Thank you. Thank you. What are you doing?
All right, Stormy.
Wait, I like the red Doritos and sugar-free Red Bull.
I like chips.
Thank you for going out of your
Uh-huh.
way. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
I'm scared to drink all those calories. Oh, it's only 160. That's not
The
that bad.
sugar-free is barely different from the normal Red Bull. Barely.
I've never had normal Red Bull.
Good luck. It's a wild ride.
Wait, I need that. Oh, I guess, do I need that?
You
Yeah.
need the diaper back.
Are you gonna come get him, or do you want me
Here
to?
you go.
Thank you, babe.
Diaper back.
Like, what's the end of your day look like?
As always, we'll let you know because the days are becoming more
Hang on, Lovey.
unpredictable. I don't have any meetings scheduled.
Just let me know.
All right, Stormy. I gotta go.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I love Doritos. Thank you. I know. You told me to work on it. I have been incredibly obsessed with like fruit infused water and drinks recently, so I'm gonna be making. Yes, we have Storm here. That's correct. I'm thinking some clementines and strawberries. I'm gonna get some ice. Oh, I love you, buddy. Ice. I used to not be a huge fan of ice or cold drinks in general, and then I got a bad stomach flu one year, and now I've loved ice ever since then. Fun facts about Alyssa. Ooh, you know what? We're gonna do 1 lime, 1 lemon. You okay? I'm gonna heat up some mac and cheese for you too, okay, babe? Okay, heating it up right now. Yes, it's yummy. Oh, mommy doesn't have chocolate right now. We're getting mint leaves. We're gonna throw it all in there. Ooh, love, love, love. Now, cucumber. It's technically like a mocktail. And I'm here for it. I don't drink often. I did try the wine this week, as you guys saw. Don't think it necessarily like made a big difference in my life. It was cool. It is what it is. The only reason I got it was because I was at the grocery store and it was $3. And you know what? The doctor suggested it, so here we are. Okay, let's not touch that, please. I don't want to hear that turn on and off again. You're going to have to go in timeout. Thank you for listening and respecting my rules. Okay, then step away from it. Come on. Okay. Stir it up. And then the best part is you can like leave the produce in the drink, keep it in the fridge, whatever you want to do for like at least a day, so I can add the rest of the sparkling water to this once I'm done drinking this, because we all know I'm going to be done drinking this in like a few minutes. Ignore the hair. There's no product in it. He's so smart. Taste test. Superb. Good job, dude.
Boop body be bop but the bop boop boo. Boop bop booty booty booty. Bop body boop 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 bop bop body boop 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 bop bop booty boop boop bop. Boop bop body boo. Boop ba da bop body boo. Boop ba da bop body boo. You got me, Spider-Man. I'm swimming. Oh my goodness. Hi. Do, 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 do.
What can I get started for you?
Can I get 2 large Diet Cokes, please?
All right.
The big cheese. LeBron James. Cheers. Cheers to being able to drink this and go back to work.
Go decorate more cookies. Self-employment slay.
Okay, fine. I will finally tell the story. I just had such a relaxing bath. It was so needed. And now, as you can see, I have a face mask on. And I'm going to tell you guys the story about being 16 and pregnant. Well, trigger warning for like pregnancy loss, things like that. Let's just get into it. I dated a guy in high school for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. It was like your very traditional, really cutesy first love, like high school sweetheart vibes for like the majority of the relationship. I'm not sure like if either one of us was really toxic. It's just, when you're young, things happen and then like you just don't end up together, because it's just like not it once you like finally realize it. So there's not really tea there, like regarding the breakup or anything. But basically, I was with this guy and we went to high school together. And then the second year, I had known him when after we had already started dating, he had like moved high school. So we didn't go to the same high school anymore, but we were still really close. And for those of you who don't know, my family and my parents are definitely like the cool parents. They would be the ones who like let me have parties. They would let my boyfriends sleep over at the house, things like that. Recently in life, as in like the last 7-ish years, I track my ovulation and like that is my main form of birth control. But then I had like been on and off the pill before, tried a few, was really bad with like my mood disorder and stuff. And we were really, really good about using condoms though. So before anyone comes at me saying like I wasn't using protection, I was actually like traditionally more safe back then, even though the family planning method does work if you do it properly. It's actually really interesting because we had went to Mexico together. He came on our family trip with us in 2016 and we had like the condom break when we were in Mexico. And luckily, everything had ended up being fine. We had like a little pregnancy scare. This was in August of 2016. And we were like panicking, freaking out. Then, like 2 weeks later, my period came. So we were like, oh, phew, like we're in the clear or whatever. October 2016 comes around. And like I said, we had been so careful with condoms. We had not had one break after that, like one isolated incident in Mexico. And October comes around and my period does not come around. And I'm like, uh-oh, this is not a good thing. So I take a test. It's immediately positive and I was so scared. I remember being so nervous buying the test that when I was at the Safeway, I had thought that I put my like glass Starbucks Frappuccino thing that you can get like out of the refrigerated areas. I had thought I put that in the bag, but actually it had slid because I did self checkout. It had slid like out of my hand and shattered all over the floor. So not only was I 16 buying a pregnancy test, but I was trying to like sneak out of the store. But instead, I had dropped my coffee everywhere, which caused a scene in the grocery store. So then people could see like the box in the see-through plastic bag. Like it was chaotic. I took the test, instantly turned positive. I ran into the room that my boyfriend was sleeping in at the time because I had snuck out the house early that morning to drive and get a pregnancy test when like I think my parents and him were still asleep. And I ran in there and I woke him up and I was like, it's positive. And he was like, no, it's not. No, it isn't. And he started like walking all around my bedroom in different lights, like looking at it,
thinking that it would like make the line disappear, I guess. And then he went in the bathroom of my parents' house and was like, oh my God, like where the light was better. And I was like, yeah, that's bad. And then I think by the next day, I took the second one that was in the box and it was positive again, but it was fainter. Then we were like in a dilemma. Like, my birth mom was 16 and pregnant. Like, what are we going to do? Yikes. Like, I was very much so like always really like wanting to be a mom and kind of had a feeling I would always be a young mom. So I was definitely leaning more towards the like, yay, like we're gonna have a baby, like slay. But he was not feeling it. But he was like still being very nice to me. He was very gentle with the situation. He didn't like react harshly. He just seemed really, really scared. Like looking back, that poor guy just like he was so quiet that weekend. You could tell he was like very introspective about the situation. And Monday comes around. I have to go to school, obviously. Like I had said in the beginning of this, we were going to different schools at this point in time. So I had him come get me during lunch. And I was like, let's just go to Planned Parenthood and they'll help us somehow. So this is where the journey begins. I had started bleeding, like it started as spotting. Of course, Google became my best friend, and I was like, "Why am I spotting?" And I was reading like, "Oh, early in pregnancy, it could be like implantation bleeding." I had a lot of friends whose sisters were teen moms, as well as like I knew teen moms that went to school with me. My ex boyfriend, that guy at the time, he had teen parent friends. So like I was texting all these people, sending them pictures of the pregnancy test, being like, "Is this positive or is this like a fucking false positive? Am I actually pregnant? Are you supposed to be bleeding during pregnancy? What's happening to me?" I mean, obviously, I had heard about miscarriages and stuff, but like I was 16, so I thought that that happened to like 40-year-olds. I was very uneducated at the time. I was literally a child, so that's why. And we were like heading to Planned Parenthood. We went there and they were like, "Girly pop, there's nothing we can do for you. Like, all we would do is take another pregnancy test and confirm your pregnancy. Like, we don't have an ultrasound machine here." Only one Planned Parenthood in Colorado had an ultrasound machine at the time, and it was not the one anywhere near us. So I was like, okay, so like now the next thing is to get an ultrasound. And like, I think I had a gynecologist at the time, but in my mind, I'm like, well, I can't go to my gynecologist because they're just gonna like call my parents. So I had my boyfriend at the time drive me to an urgent care. I fill out the whole intake form. I get on their little waiting list, and then the receptionist calls me back up to the desk and he points to my birth date. And he was like, "This is going to be a problem. Like, you need a parent or guardian here with you." And I was like, "Fuck you." Like, after this long day, I hadn't gone back to school after he picked me up from lunch, by the way, I don't think. Like, I'm pretty sure this turned into an entire afternoon. We end up going to his house and just waiting outside on the lawn for his mom to come home. She comes home. I make him tell her. By the way, I was like mute at this point. Like this poor kid had to like be the one to tell my mom and his mom. So I made him tell his mom. She was like, "What's going on?" And he was like, "Oh, she's pregnant." And she was like, "Okay." And she was like smoking a cigarette, like stressed, put it out and was like, "Okay, come inside. Like, let's just sit down, relax." Like, she took it really well. She was very calm, so caring. I loved her. Like, for so long after our breakup, I missed her because she was just so sweet and understanding. And I basically was like, "Yeah, I'm late and also I'm like now bleeding." And so she's like, "Okay, we need to call your mom and get her over here." So she called my mom, I think. Maybe he did. I don't know. But I don't remember being a participant in this. I was like in shock. My mom comes. My mom, you could tell, was in shock because when he told her, which yes, I made him tell her, she was like joking around and laughing and drinking like tea or coffee or whatever my boyfriend at the time's mom had given her. And anyways, I was like, basically did what I just did now. "Anyways, can you like take me to the emergency room because no doctor is going to see me without like you present." So we go to the emergency room, and yeah, that's kind of just when it was determined that this was like a very early miscarriage and like the pregnancy was not viable. And I didn't end up having to get like a DNC or anything, which is like where they take out the fetal tissue and like stuff like that. Because as long as it expresses by itself, like you don't have to have any interventions happening. And yeah, that kind of was that. I was very emotionally fucked up about it for a long time after. Not because I like necessarily wanted to be a parent, but because like I was so confused that I like had been pregnant, and like just as soon as I had found out about that, I was like already finding out that I had like lost the baby. It was also painful and like kind of traumatic to watch be like expelled from my body at the age of 16. And my two best friends, who are still my two best friends, they were like not supportive about it at all. And like their reaction to it was like really hurtful, but I don't hold resentment toward that because like they were also children and they didn't experience what I had just gone through. So how the fuck were they supposed to act appropriately toward it? Do you know what I mean? Like they didn't know how to respond to that situation either. It was really awkward, I feel like, with my dad because there had been that previous summer like some family issues going on involving him, and I had not spoken to him in like months. And I remember when it happened, all he did was like silently come hug me and then like run away from me, and like we continued to not really talk. And I think that like that happening kind of mended our relationship back together a little bit, but it was such a chaotic time. I graduated high school a year early, so although it was like my junior year, it was technically my senior year because that was my last year in high school. And that happening really threw me into like such a deep depression. I ended up just doing a lot of my schoolwork from home. Thankfully, I was going to an alternative school at the time, so like they were really cool and flexible with me about it, and I was very transparent and open about like what had happened. And yeah, it was just a lot for a really long time. It really bothered me. It was like a super sensitive subject. I thought about it every single day. I thought like I maybe had done something wrong. It was ultimately the downfall of our relationship as well. I was just so stuck on the fact of like wanting to have kids and stuff like that. And he was like obviously just like a normal 18-year-old and did not want that, which is like totally fine. Then he like took me to Indiana and we like almost got stuck on this commune. It was really creepy. And then he like cheated on me with some girl on the TV, allegedly. So actually, that's kind of why we broke up. But like me being all baby crazy and traumatized from a miscarriage at 16, like didn't help our relationship. So, anyways, that's the story. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's vlog. It was a crazy one. If you cannot tell, I'm exhausted. And the reason I'm not anxiously doing this to my hands, I have really bad eczema in between all of my fingers right now. And it's so painful. I'm like rubbing it to itch it because you're not supposed to itch it. But oh my God, it's so painful. My fingers are cracked and like, ugh. And it's because I wash my hands so much. Ow. But anyway, thank you guys. I will see you guys next week. I love you. Bye.
The text reads, I miss you, but I've said